Hi, welcome to our Grace Connect tutorials. My name is Esther, and this episode is about how to manage a group in Grace Connect. Now, this tutorial is designed for anyone using a computer, which is what I always recommend for the easiest navigation. This particular video is only applicable if you're a group leader or an assistant leader. If you're not, you won't need to watch this episode. Now, if you need help with the Lead app, just watch our later episode about how to use the app. Lastly, a new design for Grace Connect is currently in development and a release is planned for later on this year. So if what you see here doesn't quite look the same, just check back later and we'll be updating the videos after the software releases. All right, so let's start by going to the group page that you lead. As you can see, any group that you're a part of will be listed over here once you log into Grace Connect. So it makes it pretty easy to find our example group, Grace Garrett Small Group. The first thing you'll want to do is manage your participant list. All of the people that are in your group need to have a profile with accurate contact information and should be in your participants list. If you lead a small group and some of your members don't attend Grace, you still want to make sure that they have a profile created so that you can have an accurate attendance count and participant list. You can have them watch our first episode about logging in and creating an account if they need help with this. You also want to be sure to add or remove members if necessary. In order to update your participant list, click on Group Actions up here in the top right and then Edit Participant List from the drop-down menu. To add someone new, click Add or Invite New People in the top right. I recommend using the People by Name option and choosing to add directly. You'll notice that when I added Act Ann, this bar comes up in red that says Full Group. This is because this group has now reached its member limit. Group size limits are set by administrators, so if you'd like to add a cap to your group or need it extended, contact your ministry leader. Again, if someone in your group does not have a Grace Connect account, have them request a login so that you can add them to your group. Now, if you need to remove someone who is no longer in your group, follow the same steps to getting to edit your participant list. I typically don't recommend removing someone from a group unless they've expressed that they will no longer be attending or have moved out of town. If someone has been missing for a while, go ahead and keep them in your group until you've had a chance to ask them if they plan on coming back. If they don't plan on returning for whatever reason, click the checkbox by their name, and on the drop-down menu that says, If checked, set group status to, mark Remove from Group, and then click OK. All right, so let's move on to updating your group information. We're using a small group as an example, but the same rules apply for any group that you're marked as a leader for. Be sure to update your group information regularly. As a leader, only you, your co-leader, coach, and director have the ability to update group info. To update your group information, click on Group Actions up here and go to Edit Group Settings. Once there, you can upload a photo of your group and write a brief description. If you're a small group, be sure to list any requirements, like if you're a group for only women, men, couples, young adults, anything like that. If you manage a serving group, this is a great place to put vision of what you'd like your group to be. In order to upload a photo, click on Choose File. A screen will pop up showing you the files available on your computer to choose from. If you have a Mac, which is what I'm working on here, most of your photos should be easy to find here on the left where it says Photos. If you have a PC, instead of Choose File, it will say Browse. And in the pop-up window, you'll want to click on the Pictures folder on the left to find whatever pictures are on your computer. Moving on, classifications are set up by our admin team, so whatever type is listed, please keep it as such. However, this is where you'll want to mark if there's childcare available for whatever events are associated with your group. If you're a small group, this is a really important part so that people know if there's childcare available if they visit your group. There are a couple more tabs you can click on in here to update your group information, such as when and where and options. If this is a small group, only list as much information as you're comfortable with sharing publicly. But no matter what type of group it is, please don't put anyone's home address in the address section, as this is publicly viewable by anyone logged into Grace Connect, and we would like to protect your privacy. Within the Options tab, you can mark if you want all group leaders to be notified if a group member's status changes. For example, if a member leaves the group, moves out of leadership, or becomes a leader, you would receive a notification if this box is checked. The interaction type that you select depends on what type of group you have. For most groups, we recommend setting this to Members Interact so that your group members can send messages, comment on things, and find fellow members' information. The only groups that should be Announce Only or Administrative are ones that are used internally within church staff for organizational purposes, and we don't recommend using those settings. In here, you'll also see options for being listed and being viewable in the public search. We recommend having your group listed so that people can see your group on our groups list if they're logged into their account. This is especially handy for small groups if someone is looking for a group to join. The public search is also a great tool for people looking to join groups, so I recommend keeping that checked as well. This will enable people who are new and maybe don't have an account yet to see what groups are available at Grace. This group is just an example group and doesn't actually meet, which is why we have that unchecked right now. Moving on to group member privileges. We recommend allowing your members to send messages and upload files. Allowing your members to create a new need depends on the type of group that you're running. For more information on needs, you can watch our episode about needs. The last thing you can do on this page is set defaults for people who are added to the group. These will only be the default settings, so they can be overridden if a member decides to change their preferences once they're in your group. These options are completely up to you, but I recommend having all of them checked to start with. If your group has a lot of online activity, you might want to uncheck this box about receiving comments immediately, as not to bombard your members with emails. Once you're done updating these settings, be sure to click Save on the bottom right to keep your settings. And that's all you need to know about how to manage a group participant list and settings. If you have any questions at all, you can email us at graceconnect@grace-alone.org, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Otherwise, if you liked this video and want more information like it, like the video by giving us a thumbs up, click subscribe to see our other tutorials about Grace Connect, and we'll see you later. Bye!